Okay. All right. So thank you so much, guys. Kendagor is my name. Thank you. Today, I just want us to learn a little bit about this HFX, which is one of the arms of trading, one of the academies available on IM platform. IM platform is like a supermarket of trading. Whatever, if it has the name trading, it must be found in IM platform. Forex, metals, indices, everything, name it, it's found here. And HFX is one of the areas that is also gaining a lot of traction, and especially for very busy people. If you are very busy, you probably will want to concentrate on HFX. And maybe let me just pull in the presentation briefly. I will run through it very fast so that now we have enough time to look at the charts and probably call in a few trades right now, and we see whether we are able to do that. So I think that's what I'm excited about tonight, to be able to show us. So let me get that one rolling. So how many are here for the first time? You haven't dwelt much on HFX. So how many of you are new on this particular platform? Kindly type on the chat if you are new. Okay, you are new to HFX. You are new to the platform and so on. If you're okay, yeah. So we have people who are new. So is new and so on. Yeah. So HFX is one of the areas that is being taught on IM platform, and just as I said, it is a very profitable area, and it is something that, by the way, it is one of the easiest to trade. One of the easiest to trade. So let me just run down through the presentation briefly. Of course, we always say at the beginning of every presentation, whenever it comes to foreign exchange, that and have I even shared this screen? I have not shared the screen. Sorry. Okay, let me get this thing going. Sorry for not being able to share this screen here. All right, so you can see my screen now. Guys, you can see my screen. I'll run through this very, very fast. I think I need to update also this one. It's been long since I updated this particular presentation, but I'll do it with time. So basically, first of all, if you can see my screen and see me, oh yeah, somebody has circulated responded. Thank you, Kevin. All right. And we will have an interactive session a little bit later. So I'll just run through this very quickly, and then we will have an interactive session where you can ask questions and anything that you need clarification and so on. So what I wanted to say is that, of course, when it comes to foreign exchange, it is a risk area. And why? Because we use it uses a lot of leverage when trading. And leverage is something that can work for you or can work against you if you don't know what you are doing, okay? So it is important that you have the necessary knowledge, okay? So this particular presentation is basically for educational purpose, and it is not a recommendation, okay? I am not here telling you, start doing HFX today, you will be a millionaire tomorrow, okay? I think that is clear. That's what I'm trying to communicate here. But if you do it correctly, who knows? You probably will be. So the other thing that I need to mention here is just what basically is HFX. HFX is basically binary options, trading binary options, trading binary options. And binary option is only one fraction of the options market, is one fraction of the options market. Options market is a very wide field, okay, that is used by corporations and many big companies and treasuries and banks and so on to make so much money, okay. I'm sure you have read some of the news, okay. Sometime a news item in one of these forex platform that says that there are many options that are going to expire in the next few days, okay? Now, when an option is expiring, it will impact greatly on foreign exchange because it is normally an option is a super leveraged product. I don't know whether you guys know what a super leveraged product is. It is a product that the underlying asset that is backing it up is so huge. So when it expires, it will cause the movement of this huge asset at the bottom. Okay, that the option is overlaying on. Okay, so when it expires, it will impact the market in a huge way. So that is why among the fundamental news, the fundamentals that a forex trader, for example, will be looking out for is when are huge options coming to a close or coming to expire. And so such information is normally shared in the fundamental pages of many of the forex platforms, and you will hear that there are so many options that are expiring on Bitcoin or on dollar or whatever it is, and that will impact the movement because there will be huge movements in the forex market. There will be huge movements in the forex market to offset that expiry of the option. Okay, because when it expires now, people have to be paid with real money. Okay, or people have to pay real money. Okay, at that expiry date. So that's why it's important to know some of these terminologies. But I mean, just for the sake of it. So you'll find that, for example, when we are buying in binary option, we call it a call. And when we are selling, we call it a put, okay? And it comes out of the terminology that is ingrained in options terminology, all right? But what is important for us is not even to know about the option Greeks and so on. Those you can recite for yourself, or the structures. Now, option structures is what gives birth to binary options. Binary option is a structure that is made out of the ordinary options that we have. So when you combine most of these structures into a particular way, it becomes a binary option. All right, so maybe that's the main reason why I actually brought in that particular aspect, just to be able to tell people that when we are trading options, we are not just doing a betting. We are not just betting. They are actually underlying financial transactions that actually back some of these things, okay, that happen, okay, and so on and so forth. So that's what I was driving to this. And this is one of the motivation, the motivating things that actually made me to look at this thing afresh. And probably let me just mention this. I actually tried to trade binary options the time they came out. The first time binary options came out was in 2013, around that time, 2013. Okay, when the first binary trading came, and when it came, it hit the market like a storm. Okay, everybody was rushing into it and so on. So I thought it was an easy way of making money, but I lost a lot of money. I lost massive money. And one of the problems that I didn't know was the trading with the strategy that I found online. I found in Facebook. It's called the martingale principle. Okay, so maybe somebody there can you can write it down somewhere. Martingale strategy. The martingale strategy is a very, very dangerous strategy. It's a very dangerous strategy. Just write it down and Google it. You will know what martingale strategy is. Martingale strategy basically means that you sell, you do a put or a call. It doesn't matter, okay. And if at the end of that 1 minute, when it expires, if you have lost, you double it, okay. And if you have lost at the end of that other minute, you double it again. And at the end of that other minute, if you have lost again, you double it. Now that is dangerous. Never ever do that. Okay, the martingale strategy. Thank you so much, Lillian. Yeah, so that is a very dangerous strategy. Never, don't even think about it. All right. I lost massive money because of that particular strategy. Probably there is a way in which you can modify it to become better. So it was not until at the beginning of this year, I think around March and so on, is when I think Randy Webb came to Kenya. And one of the things he mentioned was about binary trading. And in fact, he organized a Zoom meeting where this gentleman here, Matthew Thayer, actually talked to us, okay, through on Zoom, and showed us about trading in binary. And within the conversation, he actually made a trade and he won within 3 minutes. He won the trade. In fact, I think it was 2 trades or something. I can't remember. But then when I heard about his story, I actually Googled and went to his YouTube channel. I don't even know, I've not gone to his YouTube channel of late, but I managed to get his YouTube videos that he has been recording in his YouTube channel. And he actually has been growing his account from $500 all the way. By the time I met him, it was at $1.1 million. All right, that was at the beginning of this year. Right now, it's at 2 million plus or something like that now. He hit actually 2 million, I think about 2 weeks ago or something like that. And so that was quite interesting. I mean, to realize that an ordinary person here has just come, learned from this particular platform and hit that kind of thing. So I said, yes, there must be something that I missed in how I was trading before. Let me look at it afresh. So I've actually been looking at how to trade HFX, and it's been quite interesting and rewarding. Okay. Yeah, so that is why I needed to bring in that. So some of the advantages of trading in HFX, of course, is that one of it is that you don't need to worry about stop loss, okay? Like in foreign exchange, you can place a trade, and if you don't put a stop loss, even one single trade can blow your account, all right? Because at some point, you don't know whether to put a stop loss, whether to close your trade, whether to do what, because the trade is in so much negative and you don't know what to do. Now, in this particular HFX, you do not have to worry at all about stop loss because the trade itself has already committed a certain amount into the market, and within that time of 1 minute or 2 minutes, you will have known whether that is a good trade or a bad trade, all right? And that will be concluded within that short time. All right, and the other point is it takes a short time to achieve your target. The periods are within 1 minute and so on and so forth. Most trades are done within 1 hour time frame and so on and so forth. Now, this is the crux of the matter. You only need, whether you choose a period, you choose maybe 1 minute, in the next 1 minute, or in the next 2 minutes, or in the next 3 minutes, or whatever period you want to choose. You choose the time, and you say that within that time, the price of dollar, the price between the dollar and the euro, whichever it is that you are trading, will be higher or lower by whatever amount than the current price. If it will be the same price, the broker, if he is good, will return you your money just the way it is. So if you commit, for example, $10, at the end of that 1 minute or 2 minutes or whichever period you have chosen, you will get back either that $10, or, I mean, if you win, you will get back the $10 plus 70% on top. That is amazing, 70% or more. Or okay, so depending on the payout for that particular payer at that particular time, the payout changes from time to time. Okay, now, so the objective, as the graph is going up and down like this, you only need to predict that the current price, depending on where you are. If you are here, you predict that the price will be higher, and you will gain if it is within that period, depending on how long this particular candle is. Okay, so I basically wanted to let us know that. So if you are predicting that it will go up, you place what is called a buy or a call. All right. If you think that the price will be lower, you will do what is called a put or a sell. Okay, a sell or a put, and so on. All right. And for you to make money, what do you need? Normally, the target that most traders normally will tell you to target is to make at least something like 8% per session. Okay, the time that you are trading. Okay, so you target to make 8%. All right. So remember that every time you commit a certain amount of your money into the market, you will receive back that money plus 70% of that particular amount with it. All right. So if you compute, depending on how much you commit of your account into the market, if you commit 1%, for you to achieve 8%, you will need to win 6 times without any loss. Okay, this is without any loss. All right. If you win, if you commit 2%, you only need to win 4 times. And if you commit 3%, you only need to win 3 times. If you commit 4%, you need to win 3 times. If you commit 5%, you need to win only twice, and you are done for that particular period. And if you compute using the daily compounding formula, and you can get it online, you will realize that at 8%, all right, at 8% per session, you will become a multi-millionaire within a very short time. Within a very short time. So the secret is to learn how do you make sure that you win at least 75% of the time. Okay, there is no way, there is no human being that can win 100% of the time. Okay, but you can increase your chances of winning by applying certain rules. Okay, and those are the things that we want to look at this evening. So for every loss, if you make a loss, you need 2 wins to replace that loss. All right. If you lose, you need to win 2 times to replace that particular loss. Now, the beauty about trading HFX within the context of IM platform is so revolutionary. Okay, because you do not even need to do the analysis yourself. You do not even need to call the trade by yourself. You just log in at the right time to the right educator, and you trade as when they call a trade, just place it. When they call a trade, just place it. When they tell you roll over, roll it over. When they tell you double up, double it up. Just it. Now, what else do you want? Probably that is it. Okay. Yeah. So this particular platform, I am telling you, when it comes to HFX, they are killing it. In fact, tomorrow morning, they are running what is called HFX Marathon. Now, HFX Marathon, they are bringing together a dozen traders together, and they will be calling trades left, right, and center. Now you will be spoiled for choice on which trade to be taking. All right, they will be on Zoom. All right, they'll provide the link and so on, and so we will all log in. Some of them, of course, will stream it through Go Live. Okay, so I think that will be an advantage. On Go Live, you'll be able to. I think Evan Capral will be streaming it on Go Live, the marathon. So the trades will be called, and you just make money. So you don't even need to do analysis. All right. So that is why I'm telling you this particular platform of I Am Mastery Academy. If you are not making money, it is not the mistake of the platform. It is your own mistake when it comes to HFX. If you are not making money, it is not the mistake of the platform or the knowledge or the education. It is your own mistake because the platform tells you when to buy and when to sell and you make money. Is that not great? And then on top of it, of course, if you follow like all the traders, all the trainers, all right, they actually train on the strategy that they use, okay? And all of them use different strategies, meaning that within a short time, you will also be able to develop your own inborn strategy and make money, and you get a skill that you can learn. So that's why I Am Mastery platform is so revolutionary. It is so revolutionary when it comes to how it assists us and making us to make money. The problem that we have is that we are not patient enough. And we are not, some of us think we know too much. And when we place trades, we go and place our own trades and do our own things. And so when we lose money, we get discouraged and we think that foreign currency trading is a scam. All right, and it is not a scam. Okay, so you only need to learn from the best on how to do it. Hey, okay, I'm preaching. Okay, so that's it. I think I have done this. Now we go to the platform and look at the charts and so on. And today I just want to